Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Handsome men can be lazy in the game. Handsome men, look, I'm gonna tell you what, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because you got so many dudes thinking, or if you just handsome, that's all you need. That's all you just gonna get women and they just gonna come to you. No, if you just handsome, the most you're gonna really get, most men, the most they gonna get is a woman look at them, maybe smile, and say, oh yeah, he was cute, and keep walking. She ain't gonna stop or anything. And then maybe a little bit beyond that, maybe they'll throw some type of signal or something like that. Smile, maybe if they're in a grocery store, get in the same lane. Then some other ones, and it gets less and less at each level, then, you get a few, they might just say hi as they walking past you or something like that. And then you're going to get some rare ones who just going to just straight up approach and want a direct thing. That's extremely rare. That's extremely rare. Even somebody like me, I've always said, I've had a lot of women approach. Never want some just come up, hey, I want to get with you. It's always, I say 95% of the time is on some indirect thing, or they just saying hi or something. 95% of the time when they approach, And even then, a lot of other times, you still need to walk up to them and make some type of move. And see, that's what it comes down to. See, a lot of guys thinking, well, if I get handsome or I get this stuff or if I had this, I get some woman. No, it don't work that way. You still, in most cases, you still got to do something. Even when they approach, you still got to do something. Because, you know what? See, the thing is, a lot of guys, they get told, they can't figure it out. It's like, well, how often do you just say hi to women? Casually. How often are you friendly? If you you in a grocery store, retail store, someplace, how often are you just like, hey, how you doing? Maybe to the a sales clerk or something, or just acknowledge them. Or you out someplace, say you at a club or something, say you at a dance club. Okay, yeah, you handsome, but you might just stand up there. Yeah, what you gonna do? Stand in the corner? The reality is most women are not gonna approach. They will approach some guys, and even then, those guys, they had to have a whole lot of other stuff. On my Rom TV series, and I'll put a link to it, Handsome Man Game. I'm talking about all the other stuff. I'm going over all the other stuff you need. Because see, your face is just one thing. And if you try to rely on it just being called handsome, what that mean? I'm gonna tell you what. Now, in my previous video, I talked about women always evaluating a man sexually. If you have a handsome face, but your body's like, that don't mean you're gonna get in. Because the woman ain't gonna wanna see you naked. So you still gotta hit the gym. You still gotta hit the gym. Or if you got a handsome face and your clothes are whack or all that, or dirty looking or something, you can still be physically handsome, have a good bone structure, and still be don't look clean to the woman. She gonna be like, And then I don't care I don't care how handsome you are. I don't care. You could have a face that looked like it was genetically engineered. You could have a face that scientists would say, well, that's the perfect measurements. They can measure you out. You still got to talk to the woman. You still got to have a good conversation. Because what have I always said? And because women had constantly said, he was all right till he opened his mouth. And that's one of the worst. I'm going to tell you what. Let me get into it because I say it a lot. See, when a woman meet a guy and, he genuinely looks good to her, they get a high expectation. They get a very high expectation. They looking for gratification. They thinking, okay, he looks good. Then you talking, you sounding stupid, you sounding corny, you socially awkward. They like, oh man. At best, in those situations, you might get some woman who isn't that physically attractive. She got some freak in her. And she just want to experience maybe if you that good looking, like getting with a good looking guy. But that'd be real quick. She might not give you her name. And quite frankly, most of them, they'll just pay a gigolo if it's like that. See, the thing is, understand one thing. One of the main things that turn on a woman is his masculinity. Masculinity is aggressive. It's assertive. It takes action. It's moving. The passive thing don't really work that well with women. It don't. It can draw their attention, but you still got to take action and stuff. You still got to take action. They still got to see you move. They got to do all of that and everything. You still have to do it. Now, let me use an example, because I know I talked about this before, and I always tell that buffalo wing story, which actually happened. Oh, real quick on that one, because somebody showed me some comments. Somebody said, who mentioned my name, mentioned that buffalo wing story, and they actually said, oh, they probably just went over here at the buffalo wings. That's some dumb ass shit. I was at a club where they were giving the shit away for free. All they had to do was, if they wanted buffalo wings, just get it from the buffet. But anyway, in that situation, even though I always tell the part about I was just sitting there, the women saw me walking around and interacting anyway, because I had a lot of friends at that club. So they were saying, oh wait, he's popular. People know him. Even some of the women, not the ones who approached, but I even knew some of the women there. It's like, hey, how you doing? What's up? They saw it. That's action still. That's action, Yeah. I never put that part in there because it was mainly a funny story to share. Understand, you share the story. Sometimes you make it too long, you kill the interest of the story. But anyway, let me get off of that. But it was still action. See, as a man, you still got to take action. You still got to give off that impression you take action. Like, and honestly, if you want to do the passive thing and just lay back on it, I mean, you could get somebody, but those are usually the women who like want that type of passive man are usually kind of masculine themselves, and it's a role. It's almost like a gender role reversal. And is that what you want? If that's what you want, hey, cool, sit back. But the reality is, you still gotta do stuff. As a handsome man, you still gotta take action. And as a handsome man, even if you wait for choosing signals, in the majority of cases, you still have to make the move. You still gotta say something. Even when the woman approaches you like on some indirect stuff, even if you do that, you still gotta take action. You still gotta say something. You still got to do something, You still got to probably like take over the conversation. You still got to guide it along. I don't care how you look at it. You can't rely on it. Like if you got a handsome face, hey, that's a very good bait. It gets their attention. Then what? That's how you got to look at it. But see, a lot of guys, they've been told, hey, yeah, you handsome, you should be getting these women. And they sitting around like, they be sitting there, it's like, yeah, I ain't getting all these women. Okay, are you talking to women? Are you approaching women? Are you leading the conversation? What are you doing? What kind of game you got? And when I say game, there's no trickery or anything. What kind of strategy you got? What are you doing? Are you taking charge of the situation? Like in the last episode, I talked about women, they always evaluating a man sexually. Sexually, women want to be dominated in a bedroom. The best way for a woman to have an orgasm is if she's in a submissive posture. Even if she's not submissive outside the bedroom, she needs to be submissive inside. She's looking for that man who's going to dominate. If you too passive or come off as passive or lazy or something, they're going to be like, no. And they will actually go for that guy who probably don't look as good, but he's aggressive. He's assertive. See, that's the thing to understand. As a man, as a man, not even a handsome man, a man, period, you still gotta be a man. You can't sit back and rely on your looks. In fact, that's a big problem with a lot of guys who've been told they try to rely on it. You can't rely on it. You can't rely on it. The best you can do, it gets you some attention, that's it. It gets you 40 extra seconds, that's it. You still gotta make a move. You still gotta talk to that woman. You still gotta be like, hey, how you doing? Sometimes you might have to walk over sometime. Sometimes you might have to do it. Or you still gotta show somehow in your behavior that you're assertive. Even if you ain't trying to talk to the woman, something about you gotta say assertive, take charge, move around and all of that. So, anyway, I want y'all to think about that. And, you know, check out my Handsome Man Game series. I get even deeper into a lot of this stuff. So, on Rom TV, the link is in the description box. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.